What's going on, guys? It's No, just checking in. I forgot my damn tripod. But anyway, today I want to ask you guys a very serious question, and I want you to listen close. If you happen to be working through anything in life that troubles you, that's difficult, that's big, and my guess is you are all working through something. You're human after all. But my question to you is, who's building you up in your life right now? And who is breaking you down? If you're anything like me, you're going to need a lot more than yourself to overcome whatever you face. Now, do you need to be your number one advocate for your wellness? Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody can do whatever it is you need to accomplish. No one can do it for you. It's been a shitty lesson that I've had to learn, because there are people in my life that are stronger than me. And I've always seen as stronger than me. Let's just say like my father, right? My father's been like a hero to me. He's so mentally and spiritually astute that when things got bad for me, and when they've gotten bad for me in general, he's someone I've always turned to. But he can't fix me. He can't save me. He can only support me. And it brings me to my next point, that you need support. And you also need to identify who in your life is not supporting you, who in your life is toxic, and is there something you can do about that? And is that toxic relationship, that toxic presence in your life, is it helping you or hurting you? And obviously that's a rhetorical question. It's probably hurting you. And it's really, 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 really important to make sure that you have people in your life that are building you up and not breaking you down. And when I say breaking you down, that really can be taken however you want to take it. It really can. Obviously, some people break other people down very, very obviously. They're not discreet. They just bring you down. They don't believe in you. They question you. They doubt you. They don't support you, or they disappear when shit gets tough. Everybody knows people like that. I've learned to judge them less as I've gone along in this journey, but I've also become a lot more aware of them, and I'm also a lot more comfortable creating boundaries. So I just want to encourage you, if you are in one of those places where you don't feel like people believe you in what you're dealing with, they don't have the levity of the situation, they don't grasp it, then I want you to find people that do. And don't act like they're not out there, guys. They are. You just have to find them. And I want you to feel comfortable setting boundaries with people who are breaking you down, who aren't making you better, who won't allow you to be whatever you need to be. Some people get so stuck in their perception of you that if you try to break the mold, recreate yourself, overcome something, they won't let you, because they've only known you one way. And it's like this weird, sometimes intentional, but I imagine often unintentional product of having known someone for a long time, but they just hold you back by accident. They can't see you any other way, and they don't also see you anything less in terms of maybe you're not doing well, but they just can't see it. They just can't grasp it. You've always been you. And that's something I really had to figure out and not take personal, was to create space and boundaries with people in my life that weren't willing to accept what was going on, weren't willing to be there for me, or just didn't have the emotional capacity to handle the situation. And I gravitated towards people that do. Because if you get lost in that crowd of people, and they might be your family, they might be your friends, if you get lost in their shit, and their perception of you and their lack of support, and just call it what it is and start taking it personal and believing it, you're just going to get further lost in whatever you're trying to overcome. What you need to do, in my humble opinion, is gravitate towards people that genuinely understand, that have empathy for you, and that can support you, and they grasp the seriousness of your situation. So many people downplay other people's trials and tribulations because they might think, oh, that's nothing. Maybe they've been through worse in their mind. That's just not how this stuff works. So without ranting and rambling on, I want you to ask yourself, like I've had to ask myself many, many, many times, who's building you up right now and who's breaking you down? Shit, make a list. Write it down. Who's building me up? Who's making me better? Who's giving me strength? Who's adding to my life force, not taking away? And who is taking it away? You know, who's making things harder and why? and then figure out what boundaries you need to make. This doesn't mean you have to excommunicate them. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life. It just means you have to change your relationship and the dynamic of that relationship. Another fair question, this is something I've had to ask myself as well, is who are you building up right now? And who are you breaking down? And do you really understand why? Is it about them or is it about you? I'm not going to judge you. I've definitely done it. I'm just saying. It bears weight. It should be mentioned. So that's my thought for today. It was on my head. Because I'm just so grateful for the people in my life that are so supportive and add to my life force and believe my experience and encourage me. And a lot of you guys are those people, and I'm so grateful. And I just want you to make sure that you are finding that support, you're finding that community, even if it's not in your very own home and in your friends and family. Sometimes they just can't wrap their head around it. They can't let you be wherever you are. We'll see you guys in the next video. Stay strong in whatever you face. Excuse me for driving and filming. I know a lot of you don't like that, but I just had this on my heart and I wanted to share it. One day, 1 hour, 1 minute at a time. You guys can get through it. We can get through it together. I'll see you in the next video.